Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I am Luna. I'll be your DM and your host for today. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. We just want to give a real quick shout out to our Patreons. Without your support, all of the one-shots, three-shots, marathons that we run on this channel would not be possible. If you're interested in more information about what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out this link here in the chat. I also want to say thank you so much to all the people that are on the screen because they are all Patreons. And because of all of you, we are able to run the three-shot that's coming up pretty soon. We have an all-Asian cast Monster of the Week starting on July 11 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find all of the episodes for this game on our YouTube. You can check out this link here in the chat for all of our previous episodes. If you want to interact with this game, there's a couple of different ways that you can do so. You can redeem channel points for free to grant a blessing, which is an advantage die to the player of your choice, including me. Or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. And we will be starting off this episode with one card to Maddie Matihi from last time. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and give us a little reminder of who you're playing today. We'll start off with Matihi.
Oh, hi. I'm Matihi Piper. You can find me on Twitter at Maddie Matihi, or occasionally on my Twitch at Matihi, where we do different streams and stuff, of course. I am playing Ricaria. So they use she, they pronouns. I use they, he pronouns. So use all of them. Every single one. But yeah, they're a tiefling druid. They have a little snack named Sir Lancelot. Sir Lancelot is currently on the floor. I will be grabbing Sir Lancelot. Just as a warning, this is a snake. It's a fake snake, but just heads up. That's me.
Excellent. Thank you, thank you. Next, we have Emma Panada.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. On Twitch, we have a couple of D&D games going. On Twitter, I mostly shitpost and troll my friends, but I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can find more information about that at Twitter at allthewitches_. It's linked in the chat, so go take a look. And yeah, super exciting stuff. I play Arifus. He is a green tiefling boy who was just a simple farmer and got caught up in all of this mess and just wants to go home back to his farm, to his wife and kids, and there's nothing else happening with him.
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. No, everything's totally fine. Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have B Street.
Hi, I'm B Street Holmes or Matthew. I play D&D as much as I possibly can. I actually have had to start telling myself not to join groups. And on Monday nights, along with Jacob, I do a YouTube show at 10 p.m. where we talk about nerdy news like science and tech announcements, video games, comic books, and movies. I am playing Kalik, who is a highborn elf out for gold, glory, and fame.
Excellent. Thank you. Next, we have Zombie.
Hello, I am Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I'm whatever those names you call me. I am the lore keep. I am the lore master, and Captain Z is a good ship clip. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. Today I play Chester Cunningham, who somehow made the greatest deal he could ever make, and his entire party loves him ever so much. You will find out quickly that's a lie. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89, where if you go ahead and follow me, you'll see all kinds of different retweets of D&D stuff, Kirby stuff, and various promotions that I do for Stella Luna and her channel. Excuse me, mouth stopped working. You can find me on Mondays with Mr. Matthew at 10 p.m. Eastern for our nerdy news and such, where we talk about all kinds of stuff. But yeah, that's me.
Thank you. And last but certainly not least, Vertigo Cross. Why don't you talk about stuff?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm V, Vertigo, whatever. I like to stream video games with either by myself or my friends, really whatever I feel like at the time. But you can either find me hanging out on my channel or with my best friend Stella on Mondays. And occasionally here trying to be the party mom who gets to watch everything burn down around us.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Last time in our game, we essentially managed to fight off a gelatinous cylinder. That was a trial of itself. We had Kalik with an ingenious plan, utilizing essentially a bag of soap. And after vanquishing the gelatinous cylinder, we unplugged the pool that it was in, and we made our way up. And we interacted with a couple of different NPCs. We met Bavlorna. We met a very curious and mysterious being that had a wide-brimmed hat, and they had a very, dark and interesting aura about them. We met a very interesting red-cap chef that was running around with a cleaver, trying to fend away a number of vultures. And we met a very handsome satyr, who has since left and departed the group. You, as a group, have climbed down from the hut that belongs to Bavlorna, and you are now making your way towards the Soggy Court. As we open up our scene here, we'll have everyone coming up to the shore. Map change. As the group of you are approaching the bank of the Soggy Court here, you're in the boat together. Is there anything you want to do leading up to this?
I think Rick is, after kind of dealing and being essentially like a dog sitting next to Dimple, just kind of watching the interaction with Bavlorna and be like, fudge, don't do that. There's a little bit of a huff, but they look over to the rest of their party. Arms were previously kind of crossed while sitting in a boat, and they uncross them and lean back on the edge. A little bit of a rocking happens as they move and adjust. They say, so I gotta talk back to the king and let him know that we did his little errand, I guess. And then we go find that other person, right? I think.
Yes, a hunter, as I understand.
Oh. We were supposed to get something from them, right?
Something about animals or a delivery or something that
Oh.
Yeah, the not good
Lorna was
stuff.
waiting for.
Yeah, so looking forward to that one. They kind of roll their eyes and keep looking out towards the rest of the fog that's pressing in towards the group of them.
I know you said that you transformed back into your humanoid
Yep.
shape, but as you said cross your arms over your chest, I was
Dog.
imagining you as a dog, and I was like, interesting. But
Bark.
bark, 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 bark.
Bark, bark, bark.
Excellent. Is there anything anyone else wants to do as you are creeping up on the Soggy Court?
Should we, perhaps not at this particular moment, and Caleb sort of eyes the shore that they are rapidly approaching, should we discuss the where we'd like to end regarding Bavlorna and this realm? I do want to make sure that we are all on the same page as far as the appropriate course of action.
I mean, I figure we'll just get whatever it is she wants, and then she'll let us go upstairs after that and head wherever it is we need to head.
Well, we gotta do something about her. I mean, she's doing all this to this, I guess, plane, right?
We have heard time and time again that she is not a positive influence on this realm.
Can I get a a reminder. Have we been told about the Good Witch or whatever that we're trying to free?
Yes. So you are trying to free the Archfey Zybilna, who was the ruler of Prismere. They essentially ruled all of the fated lands that you are currently in, and it seems that one by one, the various realms have fallen into the clutches of the hags. You know there are 3 of them. They are sisters, and through their collaborative effort, they have managed to stop time inside of the palace. And Zybilna is imprisoned there. And what you're seeing here with the copious amounts of violence, especially that bridge of very many decapitated heads, that there is a great imbalance throughout all of Prismere. And also, please tell me when to stop. Thank you, V, for the draw to Emma.
Oh God. Stop.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Well, in that case, Arthas will say, I mean, yeah, she hasn't been doing good things, but isn't the goal just to get to this Archfey and free her, and then she'll kind of fix everything?
Well, I mean, if we just leave it, then there might be more people whose heads are on sticks, or more people who are beat up by those rabbit folk.
But I mean, like, we almost got eaten by snakes and got beat up by a bunch of rabbits. I don't know if it's very smart for us to be like, oh, we can take this really powerful hag.
Well, I mean, if we run and wind our shins, I mean, I did it, and she started sneezing, so I mean, it's right. So I mean, if one of us just runs like that and just keeps running, then we could probably take her out real easy. I can't do much when I'm sneezing, so.
You know, that does offer us a potentially non-violent solution.
Just make her sneeze a lot.
We could aggravate her allergies and simply make a deal that will stop should she acquiesce to our demands.
I like that plan.
I like that plan more than just straight up trying to kill her.
And what exactly are the demands?
Well, her reign over this land has negatively affected a number of individuals, but I think the biggest impact has been Longscarf and his bandits that have been running amok in the area. At the very least, if we could ask that she no longer require them to take people's memories as they were, as I recall. If they were no longer doing that out of their service, it did sound like Longscarf would be more than happy to leave people alone.
No, it's only one issue out of a lot.
You have a third option.
And that is?
Even if we can't beat a hag, surely another hag could.
Hag versus hag?
We've heard multiple times that these sisters are competing against each other. Whatever alliance they have is tenuous at best.
But we'd have to work with Bavlorna and other to get to the other hags. So we'd have to leave her for at least a while.
It's better than leaving her forever.
This is my faulty memory as a player. Stella, didn't you also hear something about some of the boggy environment here is her doing as well?
You
I
aren't
think it was like
100% sure, but there are a number of wells throughout the area, and they are more or less spewing this sort of viscous, boggy water out. And
The wells look very similar to the gelatinous well we found.
kinda, but you don't think that they are clogged. They definitely seem corrupted. I don't think you've gotten any kind of specific information about what they used to be like. But I do think that this is about the time that the boat that you are on, this little raft, comes up towards the edge of the soggy court. And as you are approaching, the guards snap to attention, and you see King Gullop look up from his teacup. He goes, "Hello there, welcome, please. Approach the court."
An honor to greet you once again, Your Majesty.
So I take it that you must have had some great success in your endeavor with Bavlorna if you have returned in one piece.
The book has been returned as requested.
Excellent. You see that he takes a sip at... Oh, no. Oh my god, the frogs don't sip the teacups. You just see like a... of their tongue. Just back and forth into the teacups.
If we might, she did ask another task of us. Perhaps something that Your Majesty would be able to assist us with.
I am King Gullop the Illustrious. Suppose that I might have some wisdom to impart on you. What is it that you need?
She spoke of a hunter, someone who owed her a delivery. Would you happen to know where we might find them? It was my understanding that it was somewhere here in Downfall.
Oh, you must be speaking of Bumble. You can find him in his hut to the south.
Does Schnoodle have a cup of tea?
Sorry, what?
Does Schnoodle have a cup of tea?
Ah, yes, you were speaking of Snoodle, the small baby alligator who's wearing a very frocked collar as well. You see that they are currently lazily laying in the mud. Their tongue is kind of flapping out and panting like a dog. They kind of have like pug-like eyes that kind of bulge a little bit, and they're pointing in different directions. Snoodle looks very adorable and very comfortable and absolutely does not have a teacup in their vicinity.
I love Snoodle.
To the company, is there anything else that we needed to speak to His Majesty about?
I don't think so, Your Highness.
Very well. Your Majesty, we must be off. We, of course, would not wish to keep Bavlorna waiting.
Oh, yes, and we must continue court. We are currently discussing the importance of socks.
They're very important.
And you see the king kind of like stick his foot out, and he's wearing a sock that's missing a couple of toes. And I think like maybe they only have like 3 toes, which fits very awkwardly, and it's patchwork. And he's kind of like, you know how like in those like pinup art, they like kind of stick it up and it's a little sultry? It's kind of like that with this sock.
Wow, you've got legs for days.
I work out.
I can tell. You do a lot of squats, right?
Oh yes, I am the king of squats.
I can definitely tell you're very dumpy. Bravo.
He passes his willpower check to suddenly start breaking dancing. I'm kidding. He says, please be on your way, and you are welcome in my court anytime you please.
Most honored, Your Majesty.
And but
do we want to use the raft to cross? I think the only way we'd seen before to get around was across those rocks, and that didn't go particularly well for us last time.
Yeah, maybe we should take the boat. That sounds like a good idea.
okay. As the group of you pile back into the boat, you begin to head south, and you are moving past Bavlorna's hut. And you see that there is a shoreline on the other side. Which direction do you want to go? Oops. Getting my windows mixed up. You get the sense that you can head directly south. You can go slightly to the west if you like. Here, let me reveal more.
Say that south.
We should probably start on one end of the other.
True. Splitting the party
Yeah.
might not be a good idea. Well, let's go west.
Okay. The group goes west.
And we accidentally go east. Ricaria starts going east.
Everyone goes east.
Wait, did you want to
And
go
east.
east or west? Oh, your DM is
Ricaria has no sense of
confused.
direction.
Yeah.
Ricaria starts paddling east.
East.
Unless someone stops them.
Oh no!
Well,
I
two-
revealed part of the map. It's too late.
It's too
Two
late.
people have to paddle. Is Panache also going east?
We're going west.
I'm just
You know
assuming-
what? We just
Or are we just like spinning now?
Spinning.
Kayla just places a hand on each shoulder and like starts to
Oh.
turn her.
Oh,
We're going east? Okay. And starts going west.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right. So as you breach the shoreline here, you can see a couple of different things are of interest immediately. You can see that to the east, on the dry land here. Well, dry is kind of generous. You see that there's
Elevated.
a building elevated. Yes. Everything is slightly wet and slimy here. Absolutely. There's a building to the
Dank.
southeast, one more east, and then there is something smoking in the distance up on some cliffs directly east to you. To your immediate southwest, there appears to be a tower. And I will describe the tower to you. I have a description of the tower, and the description says... Oh.
A description that can't be important.
now
yeah,
we should
we
leave.
don't need to pay attention.
A 10-foot high raised wooden platform stands atop a mound of mossy earth and mud. Two bullywugs laze at their guard post atop the platform, occasionally peering through a long spyglass mounted on a swivel. A frayed clothesline attached to one corner of the watchtower is festooned with patchwork garments. The line stretches out towards the nearby lake before disappearing into the fog in the direction of Bavlorna's hut. So essentially what you see is just a bunch of dirt about 10 feet up, and then there's a tower on top of it.
This doesn't look like the place.
The
like a
king did.
What were you saying, Panache?
I think the king did say something about a hut, didn't he?
This is a tower, right?
Yeah.
You see there are two huts. There's one directly southeast, and then one south.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all though. I am a bit curious about all that smoke over there.
There is a lot of smoke over there.
Should we
Well,
go?
if we head southeast of here, we'll at least be moving around this. I hesitate to call it a harbor, but around towards that smoke.
Let's do it.
So you move in this direction.
Yeah, that's what I was indicating. I don't know if everyone else understood what I said.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Does anybody want to do anything different?
I want to go here now.
Yeah, but feel free to move your tokens however you please.
I'll stick
Karia
with the
trips
group.
and falls in one of the puddles and ruins her books again.
I mean, the books are already
Yeah.
ruined at this point. They're gone, basically.
Unfortunately. Back up north then.
Start trudging through the big mud.
Yeah, there are very muddy patches here that suck at your boots, and you find it very difficult to maneuver through. But you see Ricaria beginning to stomp northwards towards the source of the smoke. As you are approaching the two huts, you can see that they are pretty similar in design. They both have wooden doors that are closed. Other than that, you can't really see anything else. But if you want to look at the ground, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
I would love to stare at this ground.
My boots keep getting stuck.
I rolled IRL dice today. Let's go.
Nice.
Lavelli's gonna go with
Oh,
Ricaria.
Who rolled as the
Buddy
deer?
system.
Sorry.
Oh, why are you rolling as my deer? Speeve.
Speeve the deer.
Steven is very talented. I got a 21.
21? Okay, fantastic. Fantastic.
Kalik is less concerned about like actual safety and is actually trying to find like the driest bits of ground that he can step on. And those that are like closest to him in this process can hear him muttering under his breath, I just got new boots.
Schluck, schluck.
Ricaria takes off their boots and starts going barefoot.
Lavelli
Oh.
doesn't wear boots.
I think if you go barefoot, you find that it's actually a lot easier to maneuver, especially because this place is pretty humid. So it is quite slimy and slurpy, but if you can get past that, it feels kind of like a nice little mud bath for your toes, you know?
Everyone take off
Lavelli's
your
always
boots.
wearing the equivalent of cleats.
What's a
Just take off
cleat?
your boots.
It's like what they wear in soccer to like stick to
Oh.
the ground, like the pokey pokies. Yeah,
Yeah, because of her
Pokey
talons.
pokies. Mhm,
The pokey
mhm, mhm.
pokies.
the hokey pokey of soccer.
The pokey pokies. Okay, great. As you begin to head northwards towards the smoke,
The
you
fire.
see that there is a bulbous green-black cauldron with a thick lid on a bed of hot coals, with 6 sturdy iron legs that protrude from its curved bottom like the extremities of a crab. You see that there's a wooden ladle that hangs from a lanyard looped around the lid's knob. As you are all maneuvering through here, Ricaria, you notice that there are a number of tracks leading into the building directly to your side. It seems that there are quite a few bullywug in that direction. And then to the south, you see some much larger footprints.
You see Ricaria looking around very intently, their eyes traveling to the smaller footprints, but many that go to the first building and the larger ones that go to the south. And they point it out and say, I don't know, do you all see the big Pete's going towards that south building?
You do as soon as Ricaria points it out.
I
I
do
do.
now.
Yeah.
Wonder what made those feet.
I mean, we can go knock and find out.
I mean, we should check out this cauldron first. Maybe smell
Should
it.
we?
I mean, we can sniff it. I don't want to taste it. It might be someone's food.
Could just be a communal dinner.
Maybe. I'd say we do a sniff check.
All right. Y'all can do a sniff check. I'll stay over here and keep an eye out on these
Oh,
buildings.
I thought you were curious about the smoke there, right, mate? Don't you want to
Not that smoke, the other smoke.
Oh. But this was the smoke.
Oh yeah, I definitely thought this was the smoke.
I meant the smoke
I might
over
have
here.
misunderstood.
The
There's
smoke is north
Oh, north? Yeah, north.
from the cauldron.
Smoke.
I think that's just fog on the map.
But there's a part that's not revealed.
Oh, to the west.
What?
Yeah.
That's east.
Oh, it's it's east. Wait, west. What? No, it's west. Wait, did you say west? All
Okay,
right, then west.
everyone.
I never
but
said a
Bright
direction.
Light
I
goes
just
to
said
the cauldron.
I just said smoke.
Okay. Great. All right, cauldron time. Okay, as the four of you continue forward without Bright Might, because Bright Might is on watch,
Right, Mike's in the quick mud.
you see that the cauldron is about 4 feet in diameter and 3 feet tall. It looks as if it's hot to the touch. Do you want to get closer?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
What is up with these legs you said?
Yeah, they look kind of crab-like. In fact, if you look at the bottom right of the map, there's a picture of it. All the way in the corner.
Interesting. Little crab cauldron.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh.
That cauldron looks like it's gonna talk to me in a deep voice.
Why does everything
Hey,
here have
man.
legs?
You want some soup? It's good soup.
Do you touch the cauldron?
There's some hot things today. Why not one more? Touch.
Okay,
Wait,
imagine
Touch is the cauldron.
it is hot. You recoil your hand. You do not take any damage, but you get the sense that it is boiling hot.
Why would you put your hand against a burning cauldron?
Look, I was holding coals earlier, getting like hit by them. I mean, this is nothing.
And you caught on fire.
Yeah, I caught on fire, but it wasn't that bad. It was like,
Someone needs to teach you fire safety.
I don't need fire safety. I'm like anti-flammable.
You see that the lid has a leather wrapping around the handle part.
Oh, that'd be better. And grabs the handle part and picks it up.
So as you try to pull the lid, it doesn't budge, and you see that there's a shimmer that sparkles around the rim of it. You get the sense that it is magically locked.
Knock knock.
You see
Open.
that the iridescent shimmer turns a red color, and then it fades back to blue.
What was the word that Emma and I learned?
Just trying to
Spittle
think of that.
spew.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lavelli calls out spittle spew.
As you do, you see that as Ricari is like struggling with the lid, the cauldron begins to rise up and it's beginning to scuttle as if to try to run away from Ricaria, but it stops as Lavelli says this, and then you hear like a and the lid comes free, and Ricaria, you have the lid in your hand now. You see that as the cauldron has been displaced, something emerges from the coal.
Oh, who's this?
Oh.
Ah,
New friend?
I don't know about
Magman.
Look, Magman. Henry Magman.
Mm,
Did you say
I'm
Henry?
Magman man.
Henry Magman.
Okay, his name's now Henry.
Yes. Henry Magman.
You see, kind of clawing out of the coals, this very squat-looking creature. And you see that as its mouth opens up, which looks kind of like a bear trap, little flicks of fire come wisping out between its jagged teeth and says, in a language that probably none of you understand.
But I guess it's infernal.
It's in
Ignan.
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 Oh, no, I don't speak that.
Plane of fire.
It goes,
Nice to meet you too. Hello.
Henry.
Hi, I'm Ricardo. Wait, I'm Candy. You call me Rick Candy.
Rick Candy.
Rick Candy.
Candy.
Lovely to meet you, Henry. These are my friends. Not Rick Candy.
Wait,
One
do you
day
hold your
we'll meet
hand
an
out?
Eric.
No, they're holding the lid in one hand.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna like shake hands with.
Okay, it's really hot. It's the equivalent of touching hot coal. They
What
kinda
did we
slap
just
hands
talk
with you.
about?
Yeah, ow!
She,
It's
Yeah, ow.
spicy.
Panache, is she always like this?
she prefers to learn from experience.
I can tell.
Do you speak common?
One sec.
Do you speak Sylvan?
Yeah, Luquarisne Silvane.
You just hear more gibberish.
Sprechen
What
Sie
about,
Elfen?
Draconic?
Fragen Sie Elfen?
I think maybe that mushroom speaks their language.
I'll speak
Did you-
infernal.
Did you bring the mushroom
Wow.
with you?
Arthas
might
has
have
the
it.
mushroom.
Oh god. Okay.
Last time it went to sleep.
Yeah, it went to sleep. It was napping.
Real
Okay. Arthas is not with you though.
Nope.
No.
Ricaria was gonna try speaking
Infernal.
infernal.
Yeah.
Infernal does not seem to work either. None of the
Dang.
languages so far.
Milas Draconica.
If it's not Ignan, it doesn't seem to understand you.
Well, he's just gonna start heading back towards Bright Light.
Parlez-vous géant? Okay. I've run out of languages.
Well,
But I want more of this. This is entertaining.
You see the tiny Magman hand that's just like leaking lava, just kind of like is offered out towards Kalik.
Kalig will bow.
You see this tiny Magman also bow back at you. And the tiny hand goes towards Lavelli now.
Lavelli stepped away. She went to go find
Just
Bright
turn,
Light.
leaves.
Yeah, Henry just watches you walk away and goes to
I
Chester,
know, very rude.
Chester waves his hand.
and he just
Hello.
waves back.
Hello.
Okay, Lavelli, you stepped away. Where are you going?
Back to Bright Light.
Okay. As you head back towards Brightmite, what are you doing while they're gone?
Bright Knight's just kind of watching all of them from afar, but also just looking around, seeing if he notices anything coming from these two buildings, like if there are windows that he can see through, or like watching if these two bullywugs are being weird.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me perception or investigation.
I would love to roll you perception or investigation.
Yeah, vibe check him.
14. Okay, you notice that the two bullywugs in the tower behind you are not doing anything interesting whatsoever. They do occasionally wheel the spyglass towards you, and they're keeping an eye on you, and then towards the group, and then away. It doesn't seem to linger very long either way. You do notice that the windows of this hut are darkened. It seems as if something has been smeared over them to obscure what's inside. And every now and then you see that there is a bullywug finger that kind of reaches up and makes two little circles, and then you see eyes kind of looking at you and then disappearing, and presumably another person's eyes looking at you, and they're kind of like pushing to share.
Arthas will like wave kind of.
And as you wave, you can see the fingers returning and they just kind of obscure it. And the eyeball holes are gone now.
All right. Arthas will see Scarlet coming back. No luck.
The cauldron was named Spittle Spew, and it had a lava goblin underneath it.
All right.
Karia shook hands with it, and nobody speaks lava goblin.
I'm afraid I don't know that one either.
You think maybe your singing mushroom does?
I would be very surprised.
She shrugs.
But also, it's sleeping right now, and I don't want to wake it up and have it start singing again.
Well, you want to go shake a lava goblin's hand?
Not particularly.
Everyone's doing it, she says as she starts walking back to the oven.
Okay. Back at the cauldron before Lavelli gets there. So you see that the the Magmin is kind of adjusting the way they stand to mimic everybody. So like they kind of like put their hand on their hip, kind of redistribute their weight.
Ricaria's gonna like do different poses just to.
It's kind of
Do
just
we
mimicking you.
actually,
I love this.
Do we actually want to talk to it?
I don't know, maybe.
I'll hand over the lid as well back to Henry.
Henry looks very confused and ends up having to chase the cauldron, which is running away.
Oh god! Oh no!
And then you see him slam the lid back down on it, and the shimmer kind of coalesces around it again.
Oh, perfect.
So he's now out of earshot, like over here.
Rick, look at what was in the cauldron.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You would have all seen that there was a bubbling, frothy, gray-black liquid inside.
Rick never even got to taste it.
The most appetizing sounding thing.
Good soup. Maybe it's like. Maybe.
Taking a look at Magmen, is there any way I can get like a grasp of maybe what they are?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Sure, I'll do it for my sheet this time.
That's a 19 from Lavelli, a 14 from Ricaria. Okay, Ricaria, you can definitely tell, especially as a druid, that this is some kind of elemental. It seems more of like an elemental than a demon. And for Lavelli, with I'll say Chester with the 16 is the same for you. Lavelli with a 19, you kind of like look over it. I don't think you don't know what it is. You have never heard of these before. You can't identify like, oh, that's a Magmin. But
Basically, since Lavelli is not like a wizard or like on the libraries, anytime she knows anything, it's from like traveling the world and being in taverns, just like salty sailor rumors.
Yeah, but I will say though that from your life of being on pirate ships and around things that are potentially explosive, you get the sense that the way that the various plates that make up the exterior of its body, they kind of shift and clack around as it's running after the cauldron, and you see the little bits of flame just wisping out. You're like, that could totally explode.
All right, so Lavelli comes back to the group. She looks around at everyone. So Bright Might doesn't speak Lava Goblin. Also, she points at it, that thing is likely to explode.
Oh, well,
Oh, that's not fun.
perhaps we should be on our way then.
Well, it's the wrong type. Lavelli will try speaking Arin, which is the air elemental language.
Okay. By the time it comes running back, you see that the cauldron is kind of chasing it. And you see it kind of like sit down on where the coals are. And Lavelli, as you're talking to it, it just looks at you and it cants its head. It doesn't understand you.
I posed this to Candy while you were away, Scarlet, but do we particularly think we need to speak to this creature, or best we be spending our time elsewhere?
I think they're just fun.
Belly cants her head towards Ricaria. So were you still planning to taste that?
I mean, the lid's back on. I feel it'd be weird. I feel like it's like primordial soup, but for Henry.
You see that Henry begins to dig back into the coal and disappears as the cauldron is coming back to its previous spot.
Oh, he was made to heat this. Oh, little baby. That's so cute. I don't really know. I don't really think we need to talk to him. He's just doing his job.
Well, then we should be moving, I guess.
All right. Back to the houses. Homes.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. I didn't mean to jump on you.
Oh, it's okay. Have you tried taking off your boots? It's a lot easier to walk.
As I try to move my my token, I'm also moving the background, and I don't like it.
Oh, I don't see you moving the background at all.
Yeah, me
Well,
neither.
no,
like
wait,
lock your
my-
camera to the
it's-
token.
Oh.
It's like I'm clicking and dragging to drag my screen. I'm just also
Oh
drag-
no.
Yeah,
Are you
just-
right
Yeah.
and left clicking at the same time?
It's like I'm like right and left clicking at the same
Oh,
time. It's
no.
weird.
hate
I don't
I
like
can
it.
help you. It's
I hate
okay.
that for you.
It might
Thanks.
help
I
if you
appreciate
refresh.
it.
No
Yeah,
problem.
I'm
That's
gonna
wild.
do that real quick.
So as the group of you reconvene with Arifis, who is currently holding a mushroom baby, Arifis, you see that the eye holes get smudged and any trace of anyone inside is removed again.
Hey, so that house has been kind of like wiping away the smudge on the windows and keep looking out regularly, and then wipe the smudge back on. I think they're just pretending to not be there again, but
Which one?
that one. And he points to the northernmost house.
Well, you are pretty suspicious.
Why would they put the smudge back?
Am I?
You aren't a
Because
giant
they're-
frog.
They're trying to hide.
Oh, we
To be
could.
fair, not being a bipedal animal, you do kind of stick out in this particular realm.
Valid. Should we go knock? Right, Mike. Do
If
you want to knock?
they're,
Because they're looking at you.
they're acting a bit suspicious, and maybe that means trouble. Why don't we start with the other one and only bother the suspicious people if we have to?
I mean, they're probably hiding something in there, but I don't know if it's like hiding something nefarious or hiding something that we don't actually have any business looking into.
So, it definitely looks like that's ash on the windows, or soot. They're probably related to that cauldron up on the hill, rather than the hunter we're looking for.
I could, yeah.
Makes sense. Dimple, do you want to... Well, which one of us wants to take the lead on knocking on the hunter's door?
Probably the
my
one
hand's
most
kinda
okay
hurt,
with
so-
the dead animals.
Yeah, someone else.
I'm pretty comfortable with dead animals.
Of course you are.
I'm a farmer. You gotta
Yeah, you've told
protect
us.
things.
Wow, you're a farmer? I didn't know that.
All right, you're going to this.
Shrugs.
Sudden awkward silence for the rest of the group.
Also, my hands hurt.
Yeah, your hands are like slightly
They're spicy.
pink. They're spicy. So you're going to the southern house, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Real
Okay.
quick,
Going there first.
Go ahead.
Belly's gonna take a couple of wrappings and just like carefully wrap them around Vicaria's hands.
Oh,
You gotta stop touching fire, especially if it's lava.
look, I'm very
Stop
good with
touching
fire.
Lava.
Normally, I'm fine with fire. Like it's,
But it only takes one thing being too hot.
I know a thing or two about being too hot, and I mean, it's, you know.
Eh.
Okay. As you come up to this particular building, you see that the door is closed, but that doesn't seem to be locked.
Arthas knocks.
You knock, you hear something large shuffling around inside, but you don't hear anything else.
I'll call out in Sylvan Learning Center. Hello? Is anybody there?
I don't know if he can afford that.
You hear a weird gurgling sound.
Oh.
Actually, yeah.
Number one or number two?
I don't imagine that's common, infernal, or Sylvan.
No.
It sounds like pain.
I don't think
Is it anything anyone recognizes?
It sounds really uncomfortable, whatever
Okay,
it is.
it's more discomfort than words.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the thing where you kind of like open the door and knock again. Is everything all right in here?
You opened the door. Oh, oops, hold on.
It gets darker.
You open the
Oh,
door,
no.
darkness.
I've
spreads.
unleashed darkness.
You
Wow.
see
Boy.
Big
that.
You see a frayed rope tethers a giant toad to a wooden post in the middle of this hut. The
What?
toad looks uncomfortable as a pair of sticky webbed hands are trying to push its way out of its mouth. You hear a as the toad's jaws open wide and it regurgitates a bullywug who lands on
Huh.
the floor in a
Moist.
sloppy, moist, mucusy
Mm.
barrier.
We recognize this giant toad.
You do not. You do see that there is a very fancy giant toad saddle off to the side. And you see that the regurgitated bullywug looks really, really sad. Oh, hello there.
Are you doing okay?
They kind of like, as they stand up, you see like the saliva is kind of sticking to them and they're just trying to wipe it off. I'm fine, thank you. I was just playing Swallow the Guard.
Wait,
Is that a
Um,
real game?
That sounds like
Or are
a
you
euphemism.
making that up?
It is very real, unfortunately. I very much don't like it, but
Then
It's-
why were you playing it?
the king said so, and the king likes his toad to be entertained.
Okay. I'm sorry. What's your name?
My name is Vlonk.
Vlonk. Brat Matt. Nice to meet you.
Hello. If you don't mind, could you watch over the frog? The toad, while I go for a quick swim. I feel quite a bit gross.
Yeah, that's fine. Just don't be gone too long.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Boing, splash. He disappears into the water. You see the giant toad kind of like as it turns to look at you. Its eyes unblinking as it stares at you, Erithus.
Staring contest. Let's go.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, don't you mean a perception check?
Oh no!
Oh, blink too fast. You're like,
Oh, it rolled a 14.
Darn.
You blink.
you lost.
You see it kind of just swells up a little, looking proud. And it goes whoosh,
Darn.
whoosh, whoosh, as it looks over at Chester.
Chester, staring contest.
I'm good at these. All right, I guess. Yeah, I'll try it.
Constitution saving throw.
Where are you? Aha.
I also think this is a great opportunity
Oh no!
to tell
That
everyone
technically
that
be a
my
wild
staring
magic, sir?
contest record is 20
I was
minutes.
gonna ask. I rolled
In real
a-
life?
Yeah.
You didn't cast a spell.
Oh, does it only count for casting spells?
Yeah.
Yeah, wild
Okay.
magic is only when there's magic involved.
There's magic in your
There was
stare.
magic in my eyes.
Yeah. In your eyes.
Oh my
I can't
God.
debate that. It's true.
Okay, Chester, tell me how you win this staring contest with the giant toad.
We'll just say that Chester partly is sort of nervous, so he's like kind of afraid to blink because he doesn't know what'll happen if he blinks, considering he just saw whatever regurgitated up. So he's just kind of like nervously sitting there and just like not trying to blink, trying to look as intimidating as he can, but also just like, if I blink, it's gonna eat me.
Fair. Okay, valid. All right. So, is there anything that anyone else wants to do as Chester is locking eyes with this creature?
Lavelli is gonna slap Arifis on the back and say, "You have fun babysitting the toad."
I mean, I
Start
don't.
walking towards the other one.
All right.
Candy.
Yeah, what's up,
Um,
Nash?
That toad doesn't look entirely pleased with its situation, and I know that's the kind of thing that you'd normally want to know if it wasn't a toad, but I don't know how you feel about it since it is a toad.
Yeah, us and toads have a very mixed relationship considering, but I can put my pride aside for one conversation with this toad.
And Ricari will slog their feet forward, creating little muddy tracks along this
Instantly.
this wood, and peep their head around to look at this toad and say, "Hey, you good?"
You have that beast speech
I
going on,
do.
don't you?
I do have a beast speech, so I can just kind of talk to animals and they can communicate back.
Okay, yeah, so I think that's partially why the giant toad loses the staring contest with Chester. It kind of like blinks like one eye and the other eye, and then it goes koosh, 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 and it looks over at Ricaria and it goes and it says to you in frog, "I want to play."
I think to speak back in frog, it would be,
All right, we can play. It's frog speak.
I want to play. Oh, I want
Okay.
to play.
What would you like to play?
I want to play Swallow the God.
Well, I'm not a god, but once a god comes back, I'll make sure you can swallow him, I guess.
Poor guard.
Is there anything
Everyone's
anyone
out
else...
to ruin his life.
I can't think.
I speak good frog.
You speak flog.
I speak frog.
Very good flog. 10 minutes are gonna pass before the guard gets back. Anything else anyone wants to do?
Is there anything else in here?
The room is
Picture
kind
kinda
of
looks like there's
trashed.
something.
You can get a closer look if you like, but you'll have to move into the room.
Arifis will go inside.
Oh, Owlfist is a god.
I was waiting for it. I was like, how is the card?
You should play without. You should play with
Bless
White Might.
Okay, I need you. Hold on. It's gonna try to swallow you.
I'm a menace.
Okay.
I just want to know how long it was going to take.
right, it's gonna try to bite you.
That's a miss.
A 10. You see Arifis as you enter in. Goosh, 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 the giant toad looks at you, and the mouth is kind of, and the tongue goes trying to go to you, and it misses.
Oh no! Wait, stop.
I'm scared because my AC is not much higher than a 10, and I didn't realize. Arifis is very quickly looking around this room to see if there's anything cool or important.
Okay, roll me
Better
an
hope Stella doesn't
investigation
use
check.
one of her nat 20s.
Nat 20.
Oh, do I have a nat 20?
Yes.
Oh,
So
I'm
Piper, you have
absolutely gonna use
2.
that.
Emma has 1. Matthew has 2. B has 1, and Zombie has 2. Ooh, I have 2. Nice.
I am going to use a nat 20.
Okay, fantastic.
Serious music.
Arifis, as you look around, you see something glinting on the floor nearby. The tongue comes flying over your shoulder, and you dip and dive out of the way. You snatch it up, and you weave out of the room. And as you look into your hand, you have drawn the Urali card. We're going to have a flashback here. You unfurl your hand and you see a common item. It's not anything particularly fanciful or meaningful, but it transports you back to a certain time in your past. Open up a scene for me of the last time you felt lucky.
I'm going to take that prompt and really stretch it to its limits to tell a story that I want to tell.
Yeah, do that. Go for wait, should I change the music? Should it be happy, sad, scary?
No, it should be. This is perfect.
Okay, go.
Yeah, tell us when you got lucky.
So Arifis exits the room and looks down into his hand and sees a kind of like gold hairpin. Or what's the term? It's like a hair needle sort of thing. The hairpin still? I don't know.
Yeah, I would say hairpin.
Okay. So he sees this gold hairpin and it immediately sends him back. He doesn't know why. There's nothing in his conscious memory that ties him to this, but suddenly he gets a memory. He's standing in a grassy plain with a similar looking hairpin, but this is copper, very simple. Looking down at the copper hairpin, Arifis is filled with relief, but also confusion as he begins to look around at this plane. He calls out a name. I have to remember this character's name real quick.
Wob.
What did you say?
Wob?
Wob.
No.
BWOB.
Arifis calls out, Ellie? Ellie! Looking around, slightly frantic. Arifis doesn't receive a response. He begins to walk towards the only notable like feature in the landscape, which is a large tree on top of a hill. And as he approaches, he sees a man, an elvish man wearing a top hat. He's wearing a rather lavish black and green tuxedo. And the elf looks at him and says, "Why, child, what appears to be the problem? Are you lost?" Arthas, looking around, just kind of nods. I was just in a carnival. I was with Ellie. Where am I? The elf gives a friendly smile. "Why, there's no need to worry, young one. I'll get you home. Please, can you give me your name?" He extends a hand. Arthas takes the hand. "Of course, my name is..." And then there's silence. And then Arthas comes back to this scene, head aching in pain. And I'm gonna rage.
I love it. Okay.
Frog's about to get suplexed.
So when I rage, a wild surge happens. So let me roll a d8. A
It's gonna
5.
suck for everyone who's still around the frog hut.
So you all
You're-
see.
You're inside, aren't you?
I left.
No,
I went to the other hut.
No.
Arvis, like,
talking
kinda
about-
dipped
Arvis
out.
has dipped out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're kind of at like the entrance. So he is obviously in pain. He's getting like this headache again. His hands are on either side of his head, and you see this like almost blue mist kind of coming off of him, as he's just struggling right now.
Hey there, Bright Mite. You doing okay? A bit smoky there.
Did the toad do something magical to you?
Arthas isn't answering. He's just kind of groaning in agony, and he falls to a knee.
Oh God. I'm gonna come over and
Oh no.
do a medicine check.
Slap.
Oh God. Are you okay?
At any point, do you touch him?
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ricaria does like try to feel your head, see what happens.
Great. When you touch him,
Great.
this
Accept these
blue mist
consequences.
suddenly pushes you back, and you take 2 points of force damage.
Flies off this like
Oh.
structure onto the ground, into the mud, onto the butt, slightly bruised. I was like, ow, what happened?
It's like a defense mechanism of some kind.
I,
Oh, heck.
I think he doesn't quite draw it, but Calyx's hand goes to his rapier.
Undone.
We going to be all right, Bright Mite?
What did you say?
Are we going to be all right, Bright Mite?
I think it's a solid like 10 seconds before you get an answer. The mist starts to die down and kind of like seems to re-merge with Arthas's body. Yeah, I'm fine. It's loosening up.
You okay? I'll get up off the ground. Make my way
Covered
back
in
over.
mud.
Yeah, just completely covered in mud. Pulls themselves back up. Some struggle.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just got another big headache.
Yeah, it's a hearty one. Huh.
Yeah. Arfus kind of like gets back on his feet. I'm all right though. It's fine.
Okay.
Why are you grabbing your rapier?
You just tossed candy about 5 feet off this pier.
Well, I'm covered in mud
I wasn't
now.
sure whether or not you were in a state to recognize friend from foe. And frankly, you and I have never quite been on the friend level anyways.
Arfus kind of looks towards Ricaria. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything to them.
Yeah, you pushed me. Whatever that blue mist was, it was
I saw
tighter than
you.
that lava.
I also saw you do it.
I don't.
Let's maybe sit you down. Maybe. Hey,
And Ricaria looks over towards Chester, and the others, and say,
do you want to go check out the other place? Right, Mike? Do you mind if I just check if you're okay?
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
No, I'm okay. Do you want to sit down?
Sure. Yeah.
You sit down here.
and Ricaria will sit beside Arifis and just start kind of going over, not quite touching, like hands a little bit hovering, being a bit more careful, just to see if they can assess, see how they are.
Okay. As this is going on, Lavelli, you approach the house with the darkened windows. What do you want to do here?
Lavelli's gonna walk up to the door and kick it open.
Okay, can I get an athletics check from you?
I want to use a nat 20 on it.
Okay, great.
Nice.
I'm loving this.
Okay.
Can I pick a lock? I'll just use that 20 to punch it.
All
Yeah,
right. So
Open the door. Get 20 to kick it.
describe to me what this looks like.
So Lavelli walks up to the door, looks at it for a second, just sort of like judging it, rolls her shoulders a bit, and then with a quick spin, just a roundhouse kick directly to the center, blasting it off the hinges.
Okay, fantastic. There's a large splintering sound as the wood cracks and gives. It crashes down, and then inside you see that there are a number of very shocked faces. You see within there appear to be jittering bullywugs. They all heft up their spears and they're pointing towards you and they're shaking out of great terror. You see in the middle of this room there is a wooden crate and there is hunting gear piled on top of it. Huddled in the back of the room are a few more bullywugs. Tension is very heavy in the air as they all stare at you wide-eyed.
Oh no.
Lavelli takes a couple like slow steps into the room and just goes, "Hey."
As you do that, you see they are essentially just backing off in fear. They just kind of scoop backwards as you make your way in.
So, who wants to tell me why a bunch of armed bullywugs are hiding out in a house, sneaking furtive glances at my friends?
Hold on. Do you speak common? Oh yeah. Okay. You see that the four towards the back of the room are very confused and don't seem to understand what you're saying, but the one that's closest to you at the door looks to you and says, "Do you have the password?"
Lavelli looks at the person who said that, looks at the door on the ground, looks back at them and says, I don't think I need it anymore.
I can't have a conversation with you if you don't have the password.
Crack. Crack. I know more than one way to talk.
Roll me an intimidation check here. At advantage, because you fucked up the door.
Thank you. I'm not very good at intimidation.
Okay, 18. Very good. You see the guard at the door drops down the spear. All right. Listen. We were just keeping our eyes open to see if agents of the king are around. Are you in league with King Gullop? The unworthy?
Well, he just lets out like a deep, disappointed sigh. No, we're not with him. We've done some tasks to get closer to the hag, but our goals do not align.
You see him turn and he begins to speak in Sylvan to the others, and they slowly lower their own spears, kind of watching you suspiciously. The first one that spoke to you in common says, "My name is Illig, Baron of Muckstump."
Have we heard this name before?
I don't think so. I am leading a revolution to dethrone King Gullop.
She lets out another sigh. Look, I've been part of my fair share of mutinies. Step 1, don't look so goddamn suspicious. If you're all huddled in the same place, making it the most obvious you can, they're gonna find you.
We were having a meeting. You look at the ground. You see that there is a crude drawing in the mud. You see that there's a large frog, probably in the image of King Gullop, and there's a dagger being stuck in his eye. Our plan, if you would like to hear it. We were going to infiltrate the court. I was going to pretend to trip into him and accidentally stick him in the eye with my dagger.
And then what?
And then I would become king.
She flicks out one talon. What if it doesn't kill him?
Then one of my cohorts, gesturing to the other conspirators in the room, will also trip and accidentally stick him in the other eye.
She flicks out another talon. What if the guards decide to accidentally trip into you to become the new king?
That is why we are recruiting. Would you like to join the revolution?
You're all going to die.
As you say that, you notice that the crate in the middle of the room has Bavlorna's name scribbled over it.
Lavelli looks down at that. Which of you is Bumble?
You see one of the ones in the back raises their hand.
I need that crate. She points down at it.
He looks confused and looks to the one that was speaking common, and the two of them have an exchange. And Illig, the Baron, says to you, "We won't give it for free. Join our revolution, and we will give you the crate."
What if I just tell you how to do this without dying?
Advice for the crate. All right, I accept these terms.
And then she's gonna sit down on top of the crate and like steeple her hands and rest her beak on it. First, the best way to hide is in plain sight. Act like you belong, be casual, pass a message here and there, a note. Meeting up in a group, that's a chance for your entire rebellion to go down at the same time. Second, secrecy doesn't work. If you take the throne with deceit, no one will believe it. You will lose your throne shortly after. If you want to win it, you will have to either spread rumors in order to discredit the king, or challenge them to a duel in front of everyone. Prove that your value, your merit, is better than the king's.
Roll me a persuasion check at advantage.
Nat
Okay,
20.
Nat 20. You see Illig takes a moment and looks thoughtful, and as you are speaking, he begins to actively transcribe what you're saying to the other bullywugs. And by the time you finish, they all start clapping and Illig turns and says, "They like your advice. We will take this under heavy advisement and rethink our approach of our revolution. You may take the crate, but do not return here, as we will no longer be holding meetings. We will continue communications through messages and notes passed on."
Lily stands up and gives the Baron a little pat on the head.
He blushes.
Just remember, people want a leader. Give them something that inspires them. And then she's just going to lift up the crate with one arm and start walking out.
Okay. As you start walking out, he begins to speak in Sylvan to the others. Unfortunately, you don't know what exactly he's saying. But you have acquired a crate. It smells like death.
All right. It seems like a good time to start heading back to the others.
All right. And as you begin to head back towards the others, I think this is a good time for us to take a quick break. We will take 5 minutes. We're going to stretch, hydrate, grab some snacks, and we will be back here very shortly. We're back, everybody. So, Lavelli, you have a crate over your shoulder, and you come stomping back over here. We'll say that in this time that the guard has returned and just kind of looks miserably at you and the rest of the group as he steps inside. And the toad,
How fast before he gets eaten?
the toad looks like he's getting ready. He's licking his lips a little bit.
So, how was Swallow the Guard, everyone?
It was interesting.
Slurp.
Oh, there he got swallowed
As
real fast.
I found the hunter. I got our crate.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Good job.
Very well done. We didn't make a deal to owe anyone any more favors, did we?
Nah.
Oh, good. Good job, Lavelli. And you say you're not good at negotiations.
I kicked their door down.
Oh, yeah, you're not good at negotiations.
Hey, I got the crate.
You know, sometimes that's the best approach, I suppose.
Yeah.
I could have made a deal.
I know.
We
I'm
did-
pleased
we-
you didn't.
We didn't get any more enemies, so I guess it's fine.
All right. Well, if anyone else ever wants me to kick a door down, you know where I am.
Yes.
You got it.
And then at some point during that whole thing where Lavelli kind of walked off and did the thing, and Arthas is sort of recovering, can I do an iconic check on him?
An Arcana check?
Yeah, because of the wild magic.
Sure.
I just like to do a medicine check.
Sure.
Oh, not good.
Could I identify, like, I guess within 11, can I identify that the I guess I don't know if you want to call it a force field or whatever it was that hit Ricaria. Could I tell if that was like what kind of magic that was from? If it was like a wild magic thing, or if it was just something they conjured up, or if I could tell anything with an 11.
Emma, you can say whatever you want with an 11.
You know it was magic,
Okay.
And you know it pushed Ricaria.
and you know, yeah.
All
I
right.
only got a
Victoria,
12.
12?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
A 12 medicine. Emma, what does Ricaria clean?
Arthas seems physically fine, emotionally distressed, but none of that plays into what that blue mist was.
Mhm.
Hey, can anyone cast Prestidigitation? This thing reeks.
Not anymore. My
No.
wand broke.
And I'm
Kale will
covered in
pull out
mud.
his snapped wand.
Hands the crate to Arthas.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll
It smells
carry
like
this.
dead animals.
Ricard
I'll just
immediately
breathe through my
packs.
mouth.
I'm always breathing through my mouth
Why does the smell bother you?
because my mouth is also my nose.
So
Is that how it
All
works
right.
for birds?
No, I don't think so.
no, it is not. No.
Stella
But you think anyone in the
continues-
party knows that?
I will roll a nature check. How do birds breathe?
Well, Ricaria
That's
probably
a 3.
knows.
I'm pretty sure they have
That's a
noses.
pretty-
I rolled a 3. It was
Listen,
like a 5.
as the one person playing a bird character person, like, Lavelli can make the calls here. It's fine.
You're an authority.
But as you're kind of beginning to move away from this building, you see that there is a bridge that extends over a creek to the east. You can see that on the other side appears to be some trees. There's some buildings in the distance. Or you can head back to Bavlorna, presumably. You can do whatever you want here. What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know if we should go straight back to Bavlorna. I mean, if we're gonna be trying to figure out how to get into more negotiations with her, we might want to be a full strength.
Not to mention a useful bargaining chip in this kind of deal is to make it seem like it was more of a hassle than it actually was. The longer it takes to get back, the more trouble you must have gone through to get it for them.
Yeah, I can see that.
Should we go venture off to see what is in the west?
East, dear.
Oh, east. Yeah, in the west.
Belly looks at Arifis. You're the one carrying the crate now. Are you fine to keep carrying it for a while?
I've handled plenty of dead animals. This is fine.
Mm-hmm. Of course you used to.
Oh, was that?
yeah.
I'm gonna stay away from you because no, thank you. There's 2
Alright.
reasons now.
I see everyone bonded while I was gone.
I'm a bonded. I got pushed away.
Huh.
I mean, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't his fault. But my butt hurts and I'm covered in mud. So,
When aren't you
That's
covered
love.
in mud?
take valid. Look, I don't always want to be covered in mud, okay?
As the group of you begin to head over the bridge eastward, you see a couple of different things. You can see that closest to you, following the path, is a building. And then towards the north, there appears to be some kind of very, very large tree. And you also see a number of mushrooms, very large mushrooms, beyond the house.
Perhaps we could just leave your little singing fellow with his mycotic kin.
I mean,
Oh, are they sentient?
yeah, I'm
We
not
can
just
ask-
gonna leave him by some random
Yeah, you're the same.
mushrooms.
Or are you saying that you should just leave me with a flock of birds?
Yeah,
I mean,
And Scarlet just trying to get into fights. Here we go.
Ah.
You can squawk all you want, Scarlet. Not gonna help your situation.
As you approach this building, you can see that the door is closed. It has a steep thatch roof.
Are
And
there windows?
there are no windows here, and there is a faint stench of decaying fish.
Hey, Lavelle, you want to kick down another door?
I don't think this one deserves it.
Are you sure? You said if there's any doors that we can kick down, we could ask you.
Yeah, the last door was suspicious.
Yeah, but this is suspicious.
That's just
Why
a
don't
person's
you
house.
just-
Why would I kick that door down?
You can say it
It's
smells a
not.
bit
This one's
fishy.
This one's suspicious.
Yeah, suspicious.
I'm gonna kick you. She walks up to the door.
Okay, good.
She turns the handle or pushes it, however it works.
Yeah, it's not locked.
I did it.
You
Why don't
see
you all just knock?
inside, there's no one here. There's a small wooden chest in the middle of the floor, and scattered around are 6 fraying silk cushions. A lit brazier hangs from the rafter, providing light.
Look, you all gotta understand. You only kick a door down when there's people to witness it.
What we're witnessing, are we not people?
Well, you don't matter.
That's
You're
made that
not
very
gonna be.
apparent.
You're not gonna be affected by me kicking the door down.
Oh, you only kick down doors when people are affected, huh?
Yeah,
Very impressive. Ooh, big
it's a
Lavelle.
statement.
Mm-hmm. It's a statement piece, huh? Start like patting the cushions as I go in while sassing Lavelle.
Oh.
Go ahead.
All of Kalik's adventuring instincts. A room with just a chest in the middle is
We
just
need to
screaming
out.
mimic. Can I make some kind of check to see if I think it is in fact a mimic?
Yeah, you can roll me an investigation check.
I want to adopt the mimic.
Ricaria, as you're...
Oh!
That's a nat 1. Wow.
Yeah, you know.
That one's so hard that zombie freezes.
Zombie died.
Oh no.
No.
The cameras are gonna fuck up.
No.
Oh, man.
All right, we have to pause for a moment, folks.
Ash,
All
what
right,
did you do?
Oh,
there's-
he's back. Oh,
So
He's
I have,
back.
There he is.
I have been freezing off and on for the last 3 or 4 minutes. So
Oh, we
Oh.
just
it's that thing where I get disconnected.
Yeah, that thing.
comedy gold.
Classic.
all right.
Great comedic
We're
timing,
gonna
zombie.
continue. So it
Connected from DBD thing going on? Yeah.
What are you saying, Stella?
Maybe it's a mimic. You don't know. There's nothing in the cushions. All right, continue.
Is there a lock on the chest?
No.
All right, Lila's gonna kick it open.
Kalik, Lavelle comes up and kicks the chest. The chest goes flying open. And you see spices, old fish bones, cookware, and a mummified toad go flying all around the room.
No. That's
Oh.
gross.
Why? Just why?
What if it was a mimic?
This
Not
could have been a holy
you.
toad.
Why would someone put that in a treasure chest?
Maybe they think it's valuable loot.
Well, you gotta stop the dried toad from getting wet.
Rick immediately comes over to Kalik. And is it all right if Rick puts their hands on Kalik's shoulders?
Sure.
Yeah, just like it's like, oh my gosh, Kalik, this is our first chest.
Treasure.
Yes, treasure. We
Oh,
have to
sorry.
take
Do you,
it.
do you want me to undo that? And...
That's okay. It was exciting.
I mean, it's not gold, but
It's spices.
it is treasure.
I'm gonna take this
Are-
mummified toad.
Are you going to steal someone's spice?
I'm gonna steal this toad.
Sir Lancelot, please don't eat this. Oh
No,
no!
the cameras.
Fudgy willikers. Wowie.
Now
I'm
I'm half
still-
Gaelic, half Chester.
I'm fine.
I was fine too. I am unaffected by this.
Okay, you can add a
Fix.
mummified toad to your inventory.
Lovely, lovely.
I don't think I
Sir
want to
Lancelot,
take
don't
any
eat
of
this.
these, actually.
Why not? This is our first treasure chest, Kalik.
What kind of cookware is there?
Savelli picks up one of the jars of spices and looks at it.
It's pepper. The cookware appears to be like a few copper plates, something you boil water in. It's pretty simple stuff. It's all very trashy.
And then she looks over at Rikaria. You want to toss this into that giant cauldron?
What, the toad? Or the cookware?
She holds up the jar of pepper.
I
The
mean,
spices.
we could. Maybe it'll make the primordial soup more delicious.
Spicy.
Or it's a witch's cauldron and we mess up whatever they were brewing.
Oh, maybe. Let's throw in some pepper into this giant cauldron when we go back.
We gotta go back for the boat anyway.
That's true.
Hey.
Let's look for other treasure chests.
That seems to be the only thing in the room. And while that's going on, Eriphis, what are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Eriphis is just kind of like watching, but while all this crazy is happening, I guess he'll also head a little more this way just to look at these mushrooms.
Okay. Fantastic.
They were actually mimics.
All the mushrooms are mimics.
Yeah, it's a well-known fact. It's just a rumor that chests are mimics. There's never actually been one.
Eriphis. As you begin to move your way towards the giant mushrooms, your heart suddenly feels cold, filling you with a sense of loneliness that borders on despair. A haunting, melancholy tune played on a flute reaches out to you from somewhere within a field of oversized toadstools. You step closer and closer, and you see between the toadstools is a slender elf with pale blue skin and black hair, sitting curled in the shadow of a gray 6-foot-tall toadstool, playing this somber tune on a double flute.
That's a pretty sad song that you're playing.
He doesn't stop playing. You see his eyes flick up to you, and as he does, you see that there is a great depth to his eyes. One of deep, heart-shattering sorrow. He doesn't respond right away. He continues to play, slow and low. You just feel this chill clinging to you.
Not much of a talker. Listen, do you know if these mushrooms are talk or anything?
As his song comes to a close, he lowers his flutes and he speaks to you. They do not talk.
All right. Why are you so sad?
I feel nothing, you ask me. I sought out Bavlorna, seeking magic that would make me forget my lost loves. A deal was struck and Bavlorna wanted me to pay up. She wanted something in return, my still beating heart. When I refused, she took what she wanted by force. And now I cannot die. I cannot feel. So I suppose I got what I wanted in the end.
It is one of those whole be careful what you wish for sort of tales.
I guess.
I don't know that you can't feel, because the music you play is awfully sad. I feel like if you couldn't feel anything, then be more neutral.
Well, it isn't me. And he holds up the pipes that he has in his hand. And it's a double pipe kind of joined together at one end. And you see that there are a number of bird skulls, tiny, tiny bird skulls strapped to it that are glowing. You can tell that whatever he is playing, it is absolutely magical.
What kind of instrument is that?
I don't remember where I found it, but it's been with me a long time. Do you want it?
You just want to give it away?
I don't know if I want anything, but I suppose it would make logical sense that I would seek out my heart. Maybe if you get that back for me, I could do an exchange.
I don't really know if I can get your heart or anything, but my friends and I are looking to try to fix this place, and when that happens, maybe you'll get your heart back by proxy.
I think she has it somewhere as a trophy, but I suppose nothing will change.
Things will change. How much do you remember of your life?
Oh, I remember everything. I just don't feel it.
Maybe you should go back, try to visit the things that you once cared a lot about, loved. Hold on to them. If you still don't feel anything, pretend to feel something. Maybe you'll grow a new kind of heart.
Maybe. But not today. And he begins to lift his pipes and he plays again. That sad, haunting tune begins to resonate. I think that it's probably around now that the rest of the party is catching up. As the others are coming up, you feel your own hearts fill with this cold, this sense of deep loneliness that's filling you with a sense of despair clutching at your chest. You see Eriphis is standing amongst the toadstools, speaking with this blue-skinned elf. What do you do?
Lucaria starts to kind of hearing this song, hearing this played. It just makes them think about kind of their own self-perpetuated loneliness that they've kind of entered themselves into, and just their desperation for contact in general. And just starts to cry. Just immediately just starts sobbing.
Lavelli looks very uncomfortable and like weakly pats Ricaria on the head like it's alright.
Thanks. I don't know, just really sad. Oh. Oh, it's a really sad song.
Yeah, that it is.
What's looks around. What's happening? Why am I so sad?
Did you were you speaking to this one?
Yeah. Bavlorna took his heart. Now he doesn't feel anything.
Oh, it's terrible. I start sobbing more.
No, that's not good at all.
Mm. We need to get it back. We're gonna get your
Have we-
heart. I don't know who you are. We'll get
I
it.
don't know who you are.
Have we heard anything good about Bavlorna's reign here?
No.
Not that I've seen.
We've got to find something to be done.
Yeah. This is why negotiation. We can't negotiate. We can't have this happen. No more people.
At the very least, I'd have to say that this kind of thing is further evidence that we should not leave here until we've done something to improve the state of things. I don't think that leaving Bavlorna with such power here is conscionable.
No, I agree.
Well, for now, we just do what we can.
Can we move on from this place? Because I'm very sad right now.
You see from where you're standing that you are pretty close to this very large tree. I think at this point you can kind of see the rest of the island here. You see that there's a large tree that has a clothesline that heads towards the direction of Bavlorna's hut. And there's another boat towards the shore in the north.
Rick's gonna kind of hurry off, wanting to get out of this space.
Dad bubble.
Just kind of like hops off this little trail here and just kind of starts hiking their way, moving up towards the tree.
Okay.
I think Kalik will follow, but before doing so, gives this look of just silent regard to the elf flautist. Probably more than the rest of the party. Kalik has an idea of how long an elf's life is and knows that this would be torture for a human or a gnome or a half-orc, but for someone who will live for hundreds of years, it's almost unspeakable, the kind of cruel torture that this is. And then head along with a newfound determination to do something about Bavlorna.
Okay. As the group of you continue on, you begin to approach this very, very large tree. You see that there are several holes that dot the trunk of a gnarled old tree that grows on the shore of the lake. The tree has lost all of its bark, and a few withered leaves cling to the ends of its twisted, knotted branches. One end of a clothesline is tied to a high branch on the northwest side of it. Several old garments hang from the clothesline, and the rest of it disappears into the fog of the lake. As soon as you step away from the elf and the toadstools, that sensation almost washes away. It's almost as if stepping through a barrier. You feel more yourselves.
Oh God!
Just wipes their eyes off.
Oh my God, that was terrible. I felt like garbage.
Ricaria,
Yeah.
we were rather separated in Bavlorna's place. And she looks around at everyone. Did anyone see anything that could have been a heart?
No.
I don't know, it would be like a history check, memory check, because I was in the room. I was looking around a bit, I think, while she
Rumor
was
happening.
talking. Mhm.
Go ahead and roll me. I want everyone to roll me investigation checks.
That's a 1.
Hey, that's also a one.
Huzzah!
Ricaria Lavelli rolled 1s. We got a nat 20 from Kalik. We got a 15 and another 15 from Airfis and Chester. Okay, nat 1s, no idea. There were a lot of weird fucking things in that house.
There's a painting.
There were a lot of paintings, yeah.
Mhm.
With the 15s, Airfis and Chester, you definitely don't remember hearts being around. There's nothing specifically a heart on display. Kalik.
Kalik rolled a 1, right?
Kalik rolled a nat 20.
No, that was my earlier investigation check when I was like, is this a mimic?
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you rolled a 1. Wait, who didn't roll that?
No, the
No.
one was the earlier roll.
Yeah, the one was the earlier roll.
earlier roll was a 1, and then it was a nat
This
20
one
on
was
this
nat 20.
investigation.
Yeah, V was just confused.
Oh, okay. Kalik, with your nat 20, you remember cold. This was a bit of a more metaphorical cold, a more emotional cold, but it was definitely enough to frost someone's heart. And you remember there was a
There
freezer of
was a-
some kind.
Cold room off of the kitchen.
The box
What?
in the kitchen.
If you were going to store any organ, that would be the place to do it.
Oh. that makes sense. I mean, I was in the room with her, and I didn't see anything that looked like a heart. But
Well, perhaps we have a little bit more searching to do the next time we find ourselves in that home.
Hopefully a bit quieter.
Yes, that would be preferable for sure.
Maybe we leave the singing mushroom outside of the witch's hut.
We can give it to our friends.
As you come up towards this tree, you hear tiny voices coming from it. And you hear a vague, "Hey, you, Stinky! Yeah, you! With the face!"
I think they're talking to you, Bright Might, in your box of animals.
Sure. What's up?
I bet you bathe in... Why do I keep wanting to say buttholes? I'm trying to think of
Just say
something.
boo!
Just say buttholes.
I'm like trying to like
It's-
improv here. My brain's like buttholes. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's your channel. Say buttholes
Look,
if you want
look,
to.
just
Stella.
rhyme it with boo, Stella.
I'm like, I'm such a good DM. I can come up with shit on the
That's good.
fly, and I'm just like,
You are coming up with
Buttholes.
shit. Buttholes.
Yeah, butthole
yeah.
shit.
Haha.
I bet you smell like buttholes.
I bet you smell like hot dog water.
Yeah. You know, I haven't gotten to bathe recently, and I've been hanging out with these folks quite a bit, so Probably.
Ricaria.
Typically Ricaria.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
You're about to be called two buttholes.
They notice their butthole
Wow.
stinks real bad.
Does an 8 hit you?
Oh, I actually have to check because it might. There is a chance. Oh wait, no, I got leather armor. I now have. Oh no, it exactly hits me.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Jesus Christ!
Wow. An
I
8
got lower.
hits
You
you.
all have the worst AC I've
Yeah.
I
ever seen.
love this. Okay.
you
roll
guys
me,
think we can kill a hag?
roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ow! That's my no. It's pretty decent. That's a 20.
Okay, cool. You all hear a twing as a toothpick comes flying out from the boughs of this tree and it hits you, Ricaria, in the shoulder. You go, ow, but it's not that bad, but you take 1 piercing damage
Ow.
and then you feel a little woozy, but you shake it off.
Oh.
Well, they've attacked us.
Which one of you little fucks tried to shoot something at me?
You hear another voice. That was Timpella.
Hmm.
Can we see them?
Timpella, that wasn't very nice.
Yeah, you see 4 sprites are kind of poking in and out of the hollow cavities of the trunk here.
Is there anything y'all want?
For you to take a shower, Stinky.
Lavelli looks back at the others. Does anyone mind if I just go up there and knock them out real quick?
Feel free. I have something more
Go ahead.
important
We
to
could
do.
we could just walk away.
No.
We don't have to
No.
knock them out.
No.
One of them goes, yeah, choose violence.
Don't let yourself be goaded into attacking them.
All right, Lavelli's gonna fly up there.
All right, hold on. As you start flying up there, Lavelli, does a 24 hit
Jesus.
you?
A 24 hits anyone.
All right, roll me
Yeah.
a con save.
Oh, you're gonna fall out. Oh no, you're gonna.
Okay. You all hear a twing as another toothpick goes flying. It slams into your shoulder, Lavelli, and you feel a little woozy, but you shake it off.
Is that Timbella again?
No, that was Dandy.
Andy.
Huh.
Everyone who shoots a bow is getting twice as knocked out.
Okay, the other 2 are gonna shoot you. What is your armor class?
18.
Okay,
Oh my god.
roll 2 Constitution
Wait,
saving-
wait. Hold up.
Okay.
V, do you have the thing where they shoot you, you can grab it and throw it back
I
because
do
you're a
have
monk?
deflect missiles.
Okay, would you like
Incredible.
to deflect either of the 2 missiles that will
This is the
probably
best
hit
time to
you?
use it. Please do.
Let's deflect the 20.
Okay, so the 18 hits you?
Damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dex modifier plus your monk level. If it's reduced to 0, I can throw it back at them.
There you go.
Sorry, you have to answer. Are you gonna reduce the 18 or the 20?
The 20.
Okay, because you have to make a Constitution saving throw if you're going to deflect the 20.
Then she would deflect the first one.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't hit you. You automatically get to deflect it because no matter what you roll, you're gonna roll a 1 or higher. So
Throw it
So
back?
I get to throw it back, and the attack always gets proficiency.
okay.
Nice.
So
Yeah, let me just put it in chat.
What do you roll here?
Just a ranged attack roll with proficiency.
Okay.
D20 plus proficiency plus dex modifier.
Yeah.
What do my proficiency
Oh.
bonus is 2. Counts as a monk weapon.
Make a ranged
Mhm.
attack.
Hmm.
Make a ranged attack.
2 plus dex, so dex plus 2.
Does
Okay,
17
that
or does a
absolutely-
24 hit?
All right, tell me how you catch this and throw it back at. This one's mint leaf.
So Lavelle, I think, as they're flying up there, the toothpick flies at them, and she just sort of like does a spin and smacks it back with her wings.
You hear it, "Ah!" And then all of you watch as a sprite just kind of like slams into the ground unconscious.
That
Nice
was a
one.
reaction, so I couldn't do it to the second one.
Okay, so the second one hits you. Roll me a
Con
constitution saving.
save. 20.
20. Okay, you manage to shrug it off. You do take 1 damage. As it hits you, you feel a wooziness wash over you, but you shake it off. All right, I'm going to say that we're going to enter initiative. Please select your token.
Yeah.
When we were on the raft, would that have counted like as a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm at 3 key points, not
Oh.
1. Initiative. Initiative. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled well and I'm still near the bottom of the list.
Oh, he's got a real high initiative.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I was looking at Stella's. I was like, why is that a +4?
Okay, you see at the top of the order, the sprites go first. As like your group is kind of like beginning to move forward, specifically Lavelle, they kind of hunker down into their hidey holes. Arifis, it's your turn. If you want to do anything, you don't have to.
Arfis is gonna go hang out with the sad guy again.
Okay. Lavelle.
Hi.
Hi. You see that the sprites like burrow into their holes here.
Alright, Lavelle has a flight speed of 60, so she's just gonna fly up to one of the holes and reach inside to try to grab one of them.
Okay. As you do, you manage to hold one of them, and they're wriggling around in your hand. You all hear a groaning of wood as the tree begins to move. It goes... and it's kind of whipping its boughs a bit. It seems unhappy that something is reaching into its buttholes. You have a sprite in your hand. We'll say that's your action. Anything else for you?
No, I think she'll just hold position.
Okay. Kalik, it's your turn.
Honestly, I have pretty strong faith in Lavelle's skills, so I'm just gonna hurl insults back at them while
Demoralize
this
them.
goes on.
Awesome. Anything specific or general?
You've picked a fight with the wrong group. If you were attacked by zombies, the zombies would starve to death on account of your lack of brains.
Wow, that was a good one.
Roll to demoralize them.
Yeah, roll me intimidation at advantage.
Alrighty, advantage.
That would make me cry.
Intimidation.
15. You hear one of them
15.
just ugly sobbing inside the tree. Anything else for you?
No, I think it's just hurling insults.
Okay.
Just not even like just this is not worth my interest. Let me just
Very good. Ricaria, it's your turn.
So you said the tree is very like old and decrepit and just not looking great.
Roll me a nature check at advantage, because you're a druid.
I would love.
Woo it.
I'm like druid.
I think you know what this is, unless you don't.
A
It's
whomping willow.
5 or a 5. Wait, hold up.
Wild
Can I use
magic
my nat
surge.
20?
Let's go.
Yeah, you can
I will
use
use
your.
my nat 20.
You can use your nat 20.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, Ricaria, you know exactly what this is. This is a tree blight.
Oh no.
You know that these are considered to be siege monsters. They can level castles. And this is what it looks like.
Oh no.
You
I'm
know
familiar
that
with these.
they are carnivores.
Hey, Lavelli, I was gonna try and touch and heal this tree and be real nice to it. That was the plan. But we need to go. This is bad. Please, this is bad. You're gonna get eaten. Lavelli.
And I'll start like backpedaling a little bit.
This isn't good. Mm.
The secret initiative.
I'm gonna hold my action if any of these little fucks try to shoot me again. Got some magic at him.
Okay, sounds good. It is Big Barkless's turn. You see the tree begin to wave and groan. And you see the branches begin to uproot as the creature pushes up out of the ground, and it is easily over 10 feet tall. It will try to reach out and hit Lavelli. I hope you don't die.
I also hope that. I don't want to get like slapped out of the sky.
How many hit points do you have?
29.
Okay. I hope that's enough.
Oh, you're rolling way too high, Stella.
Okay. It rolled a 20. That hits. You are now grappled.
Uh-oh.
Till the grapple ends, you take bludgeoning damage at the start of your turns. Okay, you see one of the boughs of the tree just reach up and it curls around you. You who has a sprite.
The
curled
root
in
can
your
do
hand.
that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the root's reaching like all the way up.
Yeah.
Them's flexible.
It has a
Okay.
reach of 15 feet, so yes. You are now grappled.
Is it possible as an action? I don't know if I can. Can I cast magic at the root?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. I'll do something extremely apt. I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom, to try and basically wither this the root there. And let's see. Oh, it has to make a save. It's each creature of my choice in the area, and it's a 10-foot sphere within 60 feet. So everyone but Lavelli within 10 feet is going to take this. So they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Wow.
Oh,
Double
wow.
double ones from the
Ooh.
tree blight.
Tree bursts into flames.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait. Does the unconscious one get disadvantage?
It automatically fails if it's unconscious.
Oof, I'm so sorry for this creature. I think Ricari is just very mad that their friend is trapped and but panicked and is like, oh no.
And you got shot.
Yeah.
I got shot. So it's 2d6 damage or half. It's only 4 damage. So it's not a lot. But they take 4 or 2 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh, and in addition, one creature of my choice in the area, Lavelli, can spend and roll one of its unspent hit dice to regain a number of hit points equal to the roll plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 4. If you'd like to do that.
So that's 10. I'm back up the 2 HP I was missing.
There you go.
Nice.
So you
Nice.
see Ricaria reach out and just everything in that area, any foliage, especially that root, just starts to slowly necrotize. As Lavelli, you slowly just start to feel better, just a little bit.
So you see Lavelli, the root where it's grabbing you, it begins to slowly like burn away as if being eaten by acid. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have a lot of effect in the big scape of things, this thing has 140 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can still make attacks during your grapple, right?
Yeah.
You're basically just locked in place.
Yeah.
Depending on feats, you might not have AC.
No, you just basically roll at disadvantage. Chester, it is your turn.
Okay, so
Belly's holding
check-
a sprite while a tree's holding Labelli.
I'm gonna move up. I think I can do that. I can at least move that far up. That's only 20 feet. Okay. And now the thing is 25 feet from me. Okay, is it in the ground still, or did it pop out of the ground?
It's out of the ground.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
No,
Suplex it.
I'm going to say, and I don't know what this is, but I'm going to say, Giant Tree, I think it is time for you to fight something your own size. And he's going to use Enlarge Reduce. And he's going to reduce the tree.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you were going to enlarge me.
No.
Yeah, they're gonna kaiju.
No.
Okay.
Monster battle.
I'll throw it in chat. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. It needs to make a Constitution save. It rolled a 13. Oh, it failed. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
I love this.
Your DC is 14. It rolled a 13. Okay, so it goes down a size.
Mhm.
So instead of huge, it is now large. So it's closer to the size of a horse now.
Nice.
Or like a giant. So you see this towering tree just being the and Lavelli, you are now like only 5 feet off of the ground, dragged down by it. Nice. I like
Mhm.
it. Picasso. Anything else for you?
I don't know if there is anything else I can do, but
Does 5E have the like size advantages? Like if you're smaller, your AC is changed?
No. It shows here in the text like what's different. Essentially, the only things that change is like a little bit of extra damage, or you get advantage or disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay. I don't know what else I can do in this situation, so I don't think there's anything else for me to do.
Okay.
Say mean things. Hurt the
Curse
tree's
you.
feelings.
Thanks.
Curse you, giant tree! Or now normal size tree.
Okay.
Horse tree.
The sprites are essentially out of combat as they are fleeing. The one that's in your hand is going to try to get away. Roll me an acrobatics or athletics check, Lavelli, if you want to keep hold on it.
Could I just do an attack of opportunity on it as it tries to run away?
Yeah, if you want to let go and do that, you can do that.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. Okay, armor class is 15. You hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You rolled a 20.
Also, anything I hit loses all speed.
Okay, you slap it and it dies.
Unconscious
Okay, it is unconscious, not dead, and it hits the ground.
and dies.
No, it's not dead. Cool. It is now Aerithus' turn.
So, are you all staying and fighting this thing?
No, Ricari is saying, let's go! Like, we need to leave!
Okay, then Arifis is just kind of hanging out, listening to the sad song, looks over and sees all of you panicking and saying, "We need to leave," and feels a little bit of self-gratification and an "I told you so" moment. And that is his turn.
Nice. Lavelli.
Alright. So first I take damage, right?
Yes. You take 1d6 plus 6 damage. 1d6 plus 6.
Wait,
take-
target takes 9 parentheses 1d6 plus 6?
That's average.
Yeah.
Ignore that. That's a DM thing. So you take 12 damage here. As it crushes you.
Owie. Okay, and then I can either choose to contest the grapple or I could attack it, right?
Yeah, you can attack the root specifically if you like, or
Okay.
you can try to wiggle out.
Lavelli's gonna slash at the talons. Or slash at the root with her talons.
Okay, sounds good. AC is 15. You need to do 6 or more damage. Okay, that's a hit. All right, excellent. You break free. Exactly what you needed.
I rolled a 1 on damage. Ooh.
Good thing you have a lot of dex.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna fly away.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye!
Bye. All right, you managed to get away. Kalik, is there anything you want to do? I think for the purposes of expediency, unless one of you wants to like run up towards it, or if you stop running away, you'll be able to get away. Is there anything that you want to do, Kalik, before we close out combat?
I think Kalik will point northly towards the pier and the ship, and recommend that everyone head in that direction, and then take off himself.
Okay, cool. All right, Rikaria, is
We
there...
fought the tree.
Don't fight the tree.
I'm gonna fight it now.
Hey, you would have told us not to fight the
Dope.
snakes, and we got away with that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have. So as just Kalik's booking it, Ricaria's going to do the same thing and look over to Sad Melancholy Man, and say, if you don't want to die, we gotta go. Like, we gotta go to the
Oh,
boat.
jeez.
He just kind of shrugs his shoulder. He's like, I'll be fine, I guess.
Oh God. Oh heck.
Oh, heck,
Ricaria's,
oh, jeez.
Ricaria's seeing the resigned look of the elf and is going to run over to try and help the elf. Does not know that he can't die. Did not hear that part of the conversation. Is going to go over and try to rescue him.
Just picks him up.
Okay. The tree begins to head in the direction of Ricaria since she's not fleeing quite yet. Chester, what do you want to do?
Chester's just gonna follow the group and be like, all right, Lavelli. The only reason that Chester even attacked is because Lavelli was in danger. So Chester is just like, have fun being slightly smaller, or being smaller than what you were, and then just runs off.
Okay. Arifis, what are you doing?
Seeing everybody else running.
Kalik's already in the boat.
I love it.
Arfus
Yeah, I
will
forgot how fast I was.
look and be like, all right. And Arfus is going to start running.
Okay.
Double action to move. Per chow.
Nice. Lavelli, are you getting in the boat? Lavelli?
Said, yeah, I'm getting in the boat.
Okay. Kalik, boat. Ricaria, what are you doing?
And over to this elf, and say, look, I know you're playing really sad music and you're gonna make me cry again, but we gotta go. And just kind of offers her hand. Come on.
Roll me persuasion.
God, I'm not good at that. Oh no. I'd have another natural 20. I'm gonna use it.
Okay, great. We see this moment here where the rumbling in the background is a lot less intimidating because Chester basically shrunk it down. Where, this towering, like, kaiju-like tree would have been rushing after you. It's a little bit less.
It has to move twice as fast now to cover the same.
Yeah, you see the legs going like this. But this elf looks you in the eyes and there's nothing in his gaze. You offer your hand and he takes it, and we see the two of you running, him mostly being pulled by you, almost like dead weight, as the group of you begin to pile into the boat. And the tree is chasing slowly behind.
Don't worry, Ricaria. I knocked out the one that shot you.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't really actually care about them. I mostly wanted to heal the tree. I didn't realize it was going to be an aggressive tree.
Yeah, maybe tell me that one sooner.
I would have if I do. Okay? Gosh.
Oh, my ribs.
They turn to look at the elven person and say,
Look, I don't know why you're so resigned to staying on that island before, but whatever it is, it's not worth dying over. I know sometimes things are really bad and really sad in general,
Well,
but
I can't actually die.
oh, well, even if you can't actually die, maybe it's better to act like you can, because I mean, all the best things happen when you think that you only have a limited amount of time, right?
I think that Big Barkless attacked because one of you was meddling.
Oh, probably.
Well, we'll never know.
And the boat pushes off. As you are in this boat, what direction do you want to head towards?
I want to ask Ricaria.
You see the tree kind of like at the shoreline, like shaking one of the boughs of his trunks. It's like, curse you.
Sorry.
Get off my lawn.
Didn't know you're sentient. My bad.
I guess Chester will kind of look at the group and go, I know that we wanted to rest first before we saw Bevlorna, or make it seem like there was a lot more time and effort to get this thing, which points over to the giant tree. That would have been a lot of effort. But do we want to go to Bevlorna, or do we want to go back to the staying quarters, I guess, that we were at to rest up?
They're at the
Okay.
palace. I think that's probably our safest place.
I think my ribs are crushed.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
going to the palace
We
then.
will work on that as well.
I can heal you. It's fine once we get there. Also, maybe when we're there, we can, if this place gets, I don't know, at night, maybe we can sneak out the frog knight, rescue them.
If they aren't already gone.
They better
Yeah.
not be.
Okay. So you get back into the sinking palace, no problem. You enter into the quarters that you were given, and you see waiting for you are Jingle Jangle.
Oh shit, I forgot about Jingle Jangle.
Our friend-
You
How do you forget
forgot
about
about
Jingle
Jingle Jangle?
I forgot where we
pumpkin
left
baby.
Jingle Jangle.
As you enter in, Jingle Jangle is just holding the key, the mystery key. And you see the eyes kind of wide and saucer-like turn towards you. Jingle Jangle is pleased you have returned.
You figured out what the key goes to.
Yes, Jingle Jangle has solved the mystery of the key. The
Key gone.
Excellent.
What
And
is it?
next to Jingle Jangle is Clapperclaw.
I
Yeah.
love Clapperclaw.
Kind of forgot to look for their head.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
forgotten a lot of things.
Clapperclaw is currently tearing apart all of the cushions in the sinking palace systematically
Stuffings. Aww.
and putting stuffing into their bag. You see it's bulging full of hay and cotton. And Clapperclaw tilts their head and you hear the coins rattling around inside of their gourd head. And Jingle Jangle says, Jingle Jangle has discovered this key will open any door, but it is not guaranteed.
How so?
Jingle Jangle knows this is enchanted by luck magic.
Right.
Okay.
Luck magic. Excellent.
Chester's pretty lucky. He fell out of the sky and didn't die.
Well, I mean,
True.
my magic also helped with that a bit.
As you say that, Clapperclaw turns their gourd over in your direction, Chester. You hear the click, 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 click. Clapperclaw goes, "Does that mean that you are also full of stuffing?"
Not the same kind of stuffing that you're stuffing, no.
Oh. Well, I can fall from high places and survive the fall because I am made of stuffing.
Oh. And he'll look over at the bag and he'll be like, "Looks like you're gearing up for an adventure. You got a lot of stuffing."
It can be quite handy. She lifts up her massive claws, goes clack, clack.
Clack, 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 clack.
I enjoyed that. And
That
Chester
was
laughs.
funny.
You're very funny.
You see like little blushies appear on her cheeks.
Lavelli's about to say how and just cuts off on her
We're
throat.
playing in an anime. Didn't you realize by now?
Yeah.
All right.
I just
Can we do
that
an
explains a lot.
Can we do an investigation check to see if anyone saw anything that was close to Clapperclaw's head in Bavlorna's place?
You guys don't have to roll for anything. Clapperclaw gave you a description saying that it was like a deer head. You definitely didn't see anything like that. Just kidding. Aerophis.
Wait.
Oh, that room.
oh, that's
The
right.
room with the animals.
Yeah.
The room that Airfist was like, "Oh, we're not
Room
talking
where
about
it
that
happened."
room."
Oh no, we're talking about that.
So, you aren't 100% sure if it is, but it's probably the closest thing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Um,
oh no.
Everyone, there was a room in Bavlorna's hut that had a lot of weird stuff in it.
Like what?
That's not narrowing down the rooms. very
Candy,
much, to be
you
entirely
don't want to
honest.
go in there. It's a lot of animal carcasses, kind of disemboweled and in various states. But
I'm gonna kill her.
Candy's overthrow Bavlorna meter is just
Yeah.
there
That's-
might be, we might find something there.
Hmm.
Hey, there wasn't anything in there.
I mean, I didn't look too close.
Mhm.
I was looking for something else at the time.
Cool.
Interesting.
Ricaria.
Yeah.
I think that it's pretty safe to say that you feel quite imbalanced right now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The imbalance.
You have drawn the balance card.
Oh.
So just to make the effects kind of not irrelevant,
Mm-hmm.
even though we'll take a rest here, unfortunately, you will start after the rest with half hit points and half
Ooh.
spell slots.
Damn. Is it half spell slots rounded up? or
Yeah, we'll
down?
round up.
Okay.
Well, it'll always it's always gonna be half. So if you're
Oh,
below-
that's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there is just something about the series of events leading up to this point where you are just not yourself. You are feeling a great state of disruption.
I think
probably
that's-
because everything Bavlorna related just keeps coming back to animal
Yeah.
carcasses.
Yeah.
Well,
probably.
and not only that, this room currently is sucking all happiness out of everybody and smells like dead animals.
Mhm.
So
And pepper.
And pepper.
the sadness depression aura is not active when
Oh, only
The
when
elf is not
the
playing.
music.
yeah.
Gotcha.
The elf says, "My name is Octavian." By the way.
Clapper
Oh.
Claw, Jingle Jangle, meet our new child.
Claw goes, "Hello. Have you seen
Well.
a head around?" I don't think so. Oh. All right. I just thought I should ask. Jingle Jangle has seen many heads.
You'll all get along great.
This is quite the motley crew we have here.
Mhm.
Is there anything that anyone wants to do before we close out for the night?
The jangle.
Level up.
I think.
I see Kalik
Mm-hmm.
in my brain, Kalik's just in the corner like, I'm gonna
Learn
level
things.
up,
Learn things.
level up, and like, nah.
Jingle jangle.
Jingle Jangle
What?
has heard their name.
What's your favorite key?
Jingle Jangle holds up the key that Kalik had temporarily given her.
Lavelle just leans over and whispers, I don't think you're getting that back.
Don't remind me.
Could you remind me of the elf's name again?
Octavian.
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 Yes.
I know
Octagon.
you are having a hard time feeling things right now, and your music is very sad. But I think I have just the thing that'll help cheer you up and help you find some happiness again. What was the big mushroom baby's name?
Bun.
We're gonna do a duet.
This is Bun, a very happy musical mushroom.
No, it's campestry.
They're adorable, and I think they may really help bring you out of this. So if you could just hold them for a bit.
We have 4 children.
You lift
Yeah.
up Bun, who's been snoozing away, and then we just hear, oh, I heard my name. Hello, everyone. Is it time to sing a song?
It is.
Oh, and then that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh.
No, Stella, we need a song.
Yeah.
Why do I want to sing? Why do I want to sing SpongeBob? What the fuck?
Because you said, oh.
Because you said, oh.
Oh. Who's in a giant
Vagina.
Wow.
Vagina.
Alrighty.
And that's where we end the session. Yay!
Yay.
Oh my god.
Bulls and giants.
God. Stop. The words were I was trying to say a giant palace under the fog.
A giant
palace in the
palace
bog.
under the bog.
God.
You're modern day shit.
Oh, okay. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for the raids. Thank you so much for the bits. We're going to go around and tell you who we are, where you can find us, and what our favorite part of the session was. I want to give another really special shout out to all of the Patreons. I'm really excited for the All Asian Monster of the Week 3-shot series that we have coming up. The first episode is July 11 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a tweet out. Go ahead and check out my Twitter if you want more information about that. Thank you so much. We're going to go around real quick. We'll start off with V. Tell me who you are and tell me your favorite part.
Hello, I'm V, Vertigo. I'm Stella's best friend. I like to play games on Twitch, usually Dead by Daylight. On Mondays, we try to flirt and marry everything we can. Sometimes killers in Dead by Daylight.
It's true.
And my favorite part was Lavelle kicking down a door and helping a rebellion.
God.
We love rebellions here.
You completely derailed that whole plot line, by the way.
You're welcome.
Very good. A+. I love it. Anybody who's played this game, like up to that point, and they watch, if they happen to see that scene, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna be like, yeah.
That sounds like my kind of energy.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob, I'm Zombie, I am Z, and whatever the true name said to call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship clip. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. My favorite part of today probably was all just not only the new NPC that we made, but just everyone sort of coming together. All of the ones that we've met so far in the Feywild are just sort of now collected in one kind of area. And I'm liking the interaction with.
Catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. I'm liking all of the sort of interactions with that, and then I kind of like the little like insults we were doing back and forth with the I don't remember what their names
Sprites?
are. The brights?
The sprites.
The sprites? Yeah, sprites. But yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. If you go ahead and follow me there, you'll see a little pin tweet. I do video editing, audio editing, Twitch clipping. If you think that I can be good for you, come talk to me, hire me, all kinds of fun. You can see me on Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern for the Nights of Nerdvana with Mr. Matthew over there. I think aren't we this week skipping?
We are, because Monday is 4th of July.
Right. So we're skipping for that reason. So yeah, but we'll be back the week after that. So it'll be 2 weeks of news, which is always fun for us. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully y'all enjoy.
Awesome. Thank you. Next we have Matthew.
Hey guys, I'm Matthew, or Beastrid Holmes, which is how you guys all usually find me around the internet. On Monday nights, as Jacob said, we do a news show on YouTube. If you hang out in Stella's Discord, she's really good about, Jacob's really good about sharing a link in there when we're getting ready to go live. So you can always make sure you catch us. I had a lot of favorite moments tonight, but I think probably my favorite, just because it had some great energy to it, was that pot looks hot. Oh, it is hot. Oh, look, this person's made of lava. Oh, that's hot.
Gotta touch it.
Gotta touch it.
How else do you know for sure?
Yeah.
Exactly. Do I lick it?
The life of a
No.
tiefling.
Touch.
I particularly love the interaction of our first treasure chest.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so cute.
Missed that.
Awesome. Thank you. Emma.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. On Twitch, we have a couple D&D campaigns going. On Twitter, I largely shitpost and troll my friends. I'm also working on a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can find more information about that at allthewitches_ on Twitter. And I'm going to be announcing when the Kickstarter will be in about a month. So that's exciting stuff.
I don't know why the web captioner, the Google Meets, everything you said was in all caps.
Wow, you're yelling there, Emma.
Look, it was very important. So Google Meets wanted to
Wanted to highlight it.
I love it. Thank you so much. Did you share a favorite part?
Oh, my favorite part was the shit talking pixies. And specifically, you smell like you bathe in buttholes.
God. I have discovered in that moment, I was like, wow, I'm really bad at insulting people, I guess.
I don't know. They were pretty good insults. You said we smelled like buttholes.
Yeah.
I think I might pull that one out at Gen Con. I can see it coming up.
God. Okay. Thanks. Piper.
Hey everybody, I'm Piper, or Matihi. You can find me on Twitter at Maddie Matihi and on my Twitch at Matihi. Actually have some things going on my Twitch. On the 9th of July, we're doing our part 2 of Legend of the Stellar Sea Dogs, run by the lovely Silver Bulette, who is here in the community. We're raising money for the Trevor Project on that next Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing another one after that for part 3. It's going to be great. Also going to be doing some more stuff on my channel for July, doing some more fundraising and stuff like that. So keep eyes out. I'll post on my Twitter. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really great and a really fun time. Also, I'm going to be over on Todd Moonbounce's channel tomorrow. We are doing our last part of our Deadlands Noir game where I play my special boy Silco. It's a lot of fun. It was such a great campaign. Definitely check out the VODs. It was fantastic. I had a great time with it. And going to cry that I can't play Soho anymore after tomorrow. besides that, there's some other things that I'm going to be on in July on Todd's channel, which is fun times. And also in August, I am putting on a 5e campaign called What We Do in the Shallows, which is going to be very gay, very sapphic, very queer, very piratey. It's going to be a really fucking fun time, and I'm so very excited. I will do a cast announcement soon. Emma's one of the players. Anyways, but yeah, I will say my favorite part of tonight was playing Swallow the Guard.
Swallow the guard.
And speaking of Flog.
Swag.
Flog.
I love it.
That was my favorite part.
That guard's life is horrible.
He's getting swallowed all the time. I gotta stop.
Hi, I'm Stella. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We will be on tomorrow here. We're going to be doing a makeup Ghosts of Saltmarsh session at 9 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
Oh.
And
The end.
The end.
Mhm.
I had fun. I hope you did too. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back.
Your favorite part?
Oh,
Yep.
everything.
Everything.
First
Honestly,
clearly.
I really liked the scene of Eriphis meeting Octavian. The mood was very different, and I really liked how we went from like these random chaotic things that have been happening, and then we kind of got cemented with a really heavy scene out of nowhere. And maybe it didn't like affect Emma's character like supremely, but just kind of like being able to feel that change of pace, and then seeing all of the other characters entering into that space to see how they react to the jarring change of emotion. That was really fun. The Magman, Henry. I loved Henry.
Street speaking all those languages fluently.
Yes,
That's
that
good.
was so
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting for that for a while because I ended up with a lot of languages for Gaelic, and I went through and I figured out at least how to say "Do you speak?" in each of those languages specifically for this.
That is so cool. I do have one final announcement. Emma will unfortunately be leaving the cast here. So the seat will be opening up after July. So if any people are interested in playing in this game, you can check out more information in the Discord. But we'll see what happens to Eriphis. Come join us in 2 weeks' time. It will be on the 13th of July that we play again at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, yeah. Also, you can hire me to
Yes.
GM your games. Check me out on Start Playing.
If
Okay.
this wasn't a good reason to hire Stella, I don't know what it is.
You too can be called a stinky
Willy
butthole.
butthole, yeah.
Can you believe people are paying me to call them? Okay, anyway. Goodbye!
Bye.